I'm holding court, you standing trial. Why ain't I see you round?
So let me ask you, because I got the hook up together, right?
Yeah.
And P, he cast that with a lot of social media
Cats.
comics.
Uh-huh.
So you being, I know me and you got to be around the same age, but you didn't come from the social media area.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think about the social media, Instagram comics,
Facebook cats?
Yeah, compared to stand up, like from
where
what you
we
know
came
it to
from.
be? Yeah.
Where
How
I
do you
came,
feel about?
I feel
the
that
generation?
times and change.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that times and change. I feel that it's almost like it's like what I was saying earlier. Are we still using flip phones?
Mm-hmm.
No. Are comics up on stage smoking a cigarette like Red Fox?
Yeah.
Kill you motherfuckers.
Right.
No.
Right.
Comedy has changed and it has revolved into social media.
Yeah.
And so those quick seconds, they didn't build an audience.
Right.
And you either gonna play the game
Mm-hmm.
or they gonna play you.
Right.
And that's why them cats is making so much money.
Yeah.
That's why these cats are on tour.
You got motherfuckers like DC Young Fly.
Is really getting paid.
You know what I mean? Shout out to DC Young Fly.
Shout out to DC Young Fly.
Yeah.
And all you can do as a vet comedian, do you say, oh, I'm a vet, I ain't gonna change, I ain't gonna evolve, I'm not gonna step my game up? And then they look at you like, look at the OG, what's up, OG? And you like, you see this nigga go on stage and he destroys.
Yeah.
And you like, oh my God. So my thinking of that, I'm gonna compete with you.
Right.
Now I might not compete with you with the followers,
Mm-hmm.
but motherfucker, guess what?
Yeah.
I'm next. I learned this from Said the Entertainer. He said, no matter how many laughs you get, what you say on stage, motherfucker, you next.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't give a fuck where your laughs come from. Motherfucker, you ready to laugh at the shit I'm getting ready to say. I don't give a fuck what you just blew up that stage. Then you can flip that bitch over.
Yeah.
And my attitude to the game, this is probably why I survived so long. Like, nigga, that was cute.
Mm-hmm.
But here I come.
Yeah.
And that's been my thing. That's why I was able to host a tour with a bunch of kids.
Mm-hmm.
Me being the older dude hosting a millennial tour. You hear what I just said?
Yeah.
The tour is called Millennial.
Yeah.
Nigga, they was calling me Uncle G out in that bitch. But they knew they couldn't fuck with the segment that I did called Sit Your Ass Down. To go in that audience where they ain't coming to see you.
Yeah.
It was the 10th show when niggas was YouTube and all the shit that me destroying cats in the audience. It started getting YouTube and started getting followers and the whole nine. They said, so now when I would walk through the audience, they were like, oh, you the dude. Sit your ass down. Now they waiting on that part of the show.
Yeah.
How I started that sit your ass down, how I started it was, I started with the 90s block party with Teddy Riley and them. So Teddy, after them 112s to go up and kill the stage, they would try to do an intermission. Mm-hmm. And once they do an intermission, the crowd wouldn't come back. So I said, nah, fuck that. They got to see Teddy Riley and them and Aaron Hall. They got to see Guy. Mm-hmm. So I said, I'm going to go out in the audience. I'm going to make sure that they don't leave. And that's how I started. And I started telling motherfuckers.
Sit your ass down.
I started telling niggas, sit down, sing, do this, that, and the third. And how I got all that from my experience on doing warm-up on TV shows. Yep. And I just transformed that to the big-ass audience. Yeah. So now the show became the show. So now they waiting on it. Now, motherfucker, the stage manager and the promoter like, G, is your segment. Go on out there, you got 25 minutes. And motherfucker, it was so big, nobody left. Mm-hmm. It got so big where the owners, the arenas started saying, we're not making no money on the Millennium Tour because nobody's coming to the concession stand.
Damn, because you making them sit their ass down.
I'm not only making them sit down, they don't want to leave because they want to see who I'm gonna kill next.
Yeah.
So all the shit is on the Drummatron, and they got these cameras follow me, so you can see them motherfuckers on the thing. So it was it was a real production. Yeah. So it wasn't like you can just, what the fuck is he doing? No, motherfucker, you see it just like you see the concert. Yeah. And that started it, and so I took it to the Millennium Tour, and it took it to a whole nother level.